Yeah, we back in the building, y'all. Yeah, happy 420. We back in the building. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Once again, happy 420. We back in the building. So y'all already know what to do, man. It's your boy Smoke News TV, man. We back in this building. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know the vibes. We got to talk about little Durk, y'all. We got to talk about Big Durk going to the Breakfast Club. He did a little interview over there. Now, I mean, he spoke about his son. Now, I mean, we all understand what's going on here. And actually, little Durk lawyer, they pushed a foul motion for him to get out of jail early, or get out of jail to get some type of bail. That part. They actually saying that prosecutors are using YouTube clips and IG clips and trying to indict and trying to connect little Durk with the clips that the social media are using, I guess, as far as his music and certain things that certain YouTubers do. Because a lot of YouTubers do go overboard a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. You see me over here, I speak about my opinion. I react already what's going out already that's out there on the internet. I react to the news. I react to the breaking news. I'll give you my smoke. That's the difference. You got other YouTubers and all that try to put shit together and puzzle shit together without the information even being out there yet. That part. What are we talking about? So it's a big difference between bloggers and YouTubers that try to, if you want to say, try to puzzle a investigation or try to put things together and shit for the feds. That's something different. That ain't my lane right there. We don't do paperwork over here at Smoke News TV. We don't do that. Nah, I don't do the paperwork. Nothing wrong with that, though, with the people that actually break down the paperwork for us other bloggers. Nothing wrong with that. But certain YouTubers take it way too far. And y'all know what I mean when they do that sometimes. Man, let's talk about this situation, though, with Durk and his father going to the Breakfast Club. Smash that like button, man. We back in the building, man. Let's get this show started. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Smash that thumbs up. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna cost you. That junk is free. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I don't know what you're waiting on. Share the video. Keep that notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping my video actually. And yeah, shout out to my members. I got their memberships. Shout out to Team Smoke, Smoke Gang. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to my day one supporters that been smashing that subscribe button and they continue doing it. So shout out to the new supporters. And if y'all want to get y'all definitely membership, get your membership, join Team Smoke, join on Smoke Gang, either one. If you want to donate to the channel, the banner's down there. You can hit me on the Cash App, or also you can donate by the thank you button. Let's get this copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel, on this channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational, entertainment purpose. The clips and videos I play also owned by the original creators. So we got Durk over here, man. We got Durk. He filed a new motion. Obviously, y'all all can see. They saying that little Durk lawyers filed a new motion to get him out of prison, saying he's being blamed for edited clips by YouTubers and IG users. Basically, what they're trying to say is, like I just broke down there and there a minute ago. You got certain YouTubers and certain IG, they be doing way too much sometimes. And they trying to say the prosecutors on this case is actually trying to use them little clips and edit videos that social media actually use, or try to, do content, or, whatever they're doing on their page. They saying the prosecutors are actually trying to use that type of shit. You see, I don't agree with that either. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. That should be like a no-no. You shouldn't tag along social media activity involved in a serious case that's really going on in real life. Nah, you can't do that. So according to Durk lawyers are trying to get him out of jail. New memo said prosecutors have attempted to hold Mr. Banks responsible for video clips and that YouTubers and Instagram users have edited and produced and posted to social media, but with whom Mr. Banks has no affiliation, which is actually true. He don't got nothing to do with people on the social media. He ain't got nothing to do with me over here talking about the case and what's going on his situation. He don't got no affiliation. Now, I don't know about them other big platforms, the ones that got millions of subscribers and all that. Maybe he might have some type of affiliation. We don't know. Because sometimes these rappers actually pay these niggas off to not to say certain things on their platform. That part, I sit back out, wait, what are we talking about here? Let's pedal back on that. Certain rappers pay off. Shout out to 1090J. He actually said that one time. He said, man, I got rappers hitting me all the time not to put their paperwork out there if it's paperwork on them. And this coming out of 1090J. He got one of the biggest platforms on YouTube. So it's a possibility some of these rappers do be affiliated with certain YouTubers. They actually, allegedly, and everything I speak on is alleged, they actually paid them off not to expose them or not to put any type of rat allegations on them out there on their platform, which they got a big platform and they can expose them to the whole world. So they'll pay them off. They'll send them a little call, send them a bag. They'll mail them a bag. Meet up. Don't do that. I'm sending you a bag for you not to do that because you're going to ruin my reputation and my character. And you know I'm in the rap game. 1090 Jake said this. These niggas be doing shit like that. So this ain't no secret that we actually talking about here. I don't know, man. What y'all think? Y'all think Durk gonna come home though? Y'all think Durk actually gonna come home? Let's keep it real here. Do y'all think Durk gonna come home? So then we got this, right? We got little Durk, father, right? Big Durk saying, father revealed that Durk has already converted 13 people to Islam while he in federal custody. When he arrived there was only 4 Muslims. And now we're gonna get to the clip to the Breakfast Club when he actually spoke about this. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this: nothing wrong for converting to a religion that you believe that's gonna change your life or have you on the right path. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But let me tell you something: the ones that sometimes they say, yo, the ones that do it in jail, I don't know. Sometimes they do it for protection or money. Sometimes they do that for money and protection. Now, you got to remember, we're talking about a millionaire, multi-millionaire rapper, one of the hottest rappers in the hip-hop before he went in, and still one of the hottest rappers while he's still in jail because there ain't nobody really taking his spot over there in Chicago. So he's still Little Durk, the person that he's going to be until somebody take that spot besides the Chief Keef. We talking about Little Durk now. But anyway, if you got a nigga that joins your pod and joins your, he on the same floor as you, there's only 4 Muslims and this and that and the third. Nothing wrong with that. Let me repeat myself. Nothing wrong with that. But you also got to understand, let this marinate in your brain. They know who the hell this person is. They know what type of money he's carrying. They know what the hell he's worth. Oh, let me go over there and be a Muslim with Little Durk. Come on, now. What are we talking about here? These niggas act like that. Niggas don't do it for the religion, or they don't do it for it to change their life. They don't do it for them type of reasons. Especially when you got a multi-millionaire hip-hop artist in the same jail pod as you. Oh, you're going to try to squeeze your ass over there, pause, and try to be kumbaya with that nigga, and you're gonna convert to Muslim now. Because you might think, oh, yeah, when he go home, I'll go home. I might be under OTF, or he might do me a favor. Don't people ever think about shit like that sometimes? Some people just do shit because they think about the long run. They think about the future. Or maybe Lil Durk can help me out in the future. Nothing wrong with that, like I said. But these niggas be doing it for the wrong causes sometimes. They don't do it for the right cause. Let me repeat myself again. Niggas do it for the wrong cause. They don't do it for the right cause. I got a lot of homies that I know that converted to Muslim. And shout out to them. They know who they are if they watch this. Shout out to all my IKs. Them niggas doing it for the right cause. Because once upon a time, them niggas was bugged out. And now, the niggas that I know that actually did it for the right cause, they calmed down. They leveled down. They ain't on that bugged out shit that they used to be on back in the day when we was all young. Sometimes that shit actually changed people. But when the people do it for the fashion, people do it for the wrong cause, or people do it for a favor they see down the future or down the blueprint down the line. Yeah, people do shit like that. So let us not be fooled with the certain people that's actually converting to a religion like that, and they got a multi-millionaire that's actually right next to them doing it, and they converted because of him. Let that nigga been broke as hell and he would have walked in there with an eye. You think 12 more niggas would converted if Durk was a nobody? I sit back, I'll wait. Yeah, I'm gonna sit back and wait on that. Hold on, let's go back. You think them 13 people were converted if Little Durk wasn't a person that he was and who he is. I'm going to sit back and wait. And this is a question I'm asking y'all. Now, remind you, they say there was 4 already in the building. Shout out to the 4 homies that was already key when he got there. But 13 more converted. I mean, listen, like I said, nothing wrong with that. But you want to do it for the right cause. We know how these slime ball ass niggas pause. They be doing shit for the wrong cause. We know that. We're not gonna sit and act like we don't know. So, my opinion, my smoke, hopefully, they did it for the right cause. The 13 people that squeeze their ass over there to go be paused to go be next to Durk because they know who Little Durk is. Come on, man. Let's cut it out here, bro. Listen, I know some people might smoke. Maybe they got connected with. Come on, but if Durk was broke and he would have walked in that goddamn jail pile with them niggas, with 13 people were converted with him, if he was a nobody, if he ain't had a reputation who he is, I sit back and I'm gonna wait on that. Come on, man. Let's cut the shenanigans out for real. And then another thing, that's just not gonna help his case. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. They don't give a F, nigga, if you turn whatever religion inside there. They don't care about that shit in court, bro. Especially when you got a murder to hire type case, and then the person that you are, the level that you are, that you're a rap person, you're a rap artist, you're a multi-millionaire, your reputation. And then sometimes the feds even go deep. They go in the back end and be like, look at his father, Big Durk. They even try to plug it. Y'all got to look at this, man. If anybody know, y'all know. If y'all from that lifestyle, y'all know. If y'all once upon was from that lifestyle, y'all would know. They look at family trees, man. His father was Big Durk was absolutely somebody in Chicago. The nigga was heavy on that work. He was moving a lot of work. The nigga was heavy on that note. What we talking about here? So shout out to Big Durk for changing his life and come on doing the right thing. Because once upon a time, he poisoned his own community, like he said. Respect to him. But when you trying to tell people that, yeah, you know, my son converted 13 people and this and that, yo, Big Durk, you got to understand, niggas do that shit for the wrong cause. Niggas only do that shit because who Little Durk is. But let's get to Big Durk in this interview. Shout out to Big Durk, man. Free Little Durk also, man. For real.
Like even just in talking about it, you're smiling, and it's just, I can imagine, like, you know, just as a parent, it's like, I want my child to be successful and it's happening. And then you're in a predicament that you're in and seeing it feels good to know that like he's carrying the family and things are working out. And then everything that we are, you know, seeing now happens. How did that feel when you heard the indictment come down and things of that nature?
You know, from being in there and knowing what he up against now, you run right there so I can be with him to help him through this. Because this is, being in the feds ain't no small task. You know, this is a big thing. They don't give no room. They just snatch you up with almost and put you in a hopeless situation. You know, everybody goes in kind of got to fight their way out to show and prove that this is what it is. But, you know, it hurts to know that he have to go through what I just went through. Have to deal with this system now. It hurts real bad. You know, first losing the oldest son and to the streets, and now losing him to the government, you know. So that's why I'm there, hands-on, lawyers, hands-on with him, telling him every step of what to do now and how to fight this.
Let's continue with more of what he's talking about.
Shares an encouraging update on his case.
Don't take allegations and make them a fact. Don't take allegations and make it a conviction. You know, allegations are just that. These are allegations. Give us a chance in court to prove ourselves.
Right.
How confident are you?
As a Muslim, I'm confident in Allah. As a Muslim. And I just continue to make dua that we victorious in this case. And you know, that Allah grant us the relief that we're seeking out of this. So looking at everything, you know, is weak. You know, I know the tricks in the game they play. That's why, like I said, I stay on this case. Looking at it from every angle, because I know their games, I know what they play, I know their lies, their deception. I know they'll create some things, you know, and create some witness. You know, somewhere out of the blue, it'll be somebody come along, don't nobody know, And be like, who is this dude? And they'll put him up there to say some things, you know, and everybody be like, you know. So, yeah, I definitely know about them.
Lil Durk.
He got to help his son. And the reason why, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video, do me that favor. But see, Big Durk been in that type of situation, so he know the vibe. He know what's going on. He know how the system work. He know how the feds work. He know how they come. He know how they're going to put you in the room and be like, all right, listen, if you don't say nothing, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get football numbers, nigga. By the time you come on, nigga, you're going to be like in your damn near 50, meaning that they're going to talk to Little Durk like that. Now, we all seen in little interviews, Little Durk always said, you know, silence, I don't never talk. As long as you don't talk, ain't nothing going to happen. Absolutely true, because sometimes people just get in a room, just start yapping. You just can't start yapping right away. Now, if you're co-defendant and anybody else is yapping and they snitch on you, now this is a situation you're going to have to make on your own. Is you going to ride this shit out? You're going to cop out to a plea they're going to give you? You're going to take it to trial, blow trial? And you got your coldies taking a stand on you? Now, this is something Little Durk got to look forward to. Is Didi and all these niggas, the ones that got arrested, is these niggas going to take the stand on Durk? It's OTF Jam, the alleged snitch that when the shit first started, they said OTF Jam was the one with the wire and all this, or doing the recording around the homies and all that. Is he going to take the stand? Is he going to end up saying, yo, Durk told me to do this, yo, Durk told me to do that? Because if you got niggas doing that, let me tell y'all something. It's going to be a long day in that goddamn courtroom. I'm going to tell you that right now, boy, because I don't know how Little Durk going to be the only way Durk could beat the situation if none of them niggas don't talk. If the niggas be like, yo, listen, homie ain't got nothing to do with this. Well, you was under the OTF debit on credit card when y'all booked the hotel. And remember, these niggas booked hotel rooms, the rental, all on the OTF debit on credit card. And I think that shit was under one of Little Durk name or some shit. If I'm mistaken, the shit been so long ago. But if two of these niggas take the stand and start worrying about themselves and be like, man, listen, man, F that nigga. I don't really care. Because I got to remember, all them niggas, they didn't grow up with Little Durk from day one. Durk got a lot of outside niggas that he know of, nigga, and brought them to the circle. That part. So not everybody got the same type of brotherly love towards that nigga like his day one niggas do, the ones he actually came up with and still there in the OTF camp. It's a different type of brotherly love. They might think different. They might be like, man, I got to save myself. I got kids and family out there, man. F this nigga, that part. So now what are you going to do? Now this is a situation Durk going to have to play now. He going to have to be like, yo, listen, I don't know. You have to just be quiet, end up copping out. We don't know. We see this is the spooky part about this situation when you got a murder to hire now. Because you didn't put the work yourself, which that you could be quiet and they got to find all the evidence on you and convict you on that charge, on whatever charge they got you on. But when you got a murder to hire and one of them niggas end up talking, the niggas that you sent out there to go put that work to go spin the block, now you got a long day in court. You might not talk, but the nigga that you sent to go put the work in gonna talk. So how this shit gonna look out in court now? Man, I'm telling y'all, man, it's nasty. You know what I mean? Like, and I understand Big Durk's situation. I understand Big Durk, like, yo, they coming at my son because all this to that. You know, he even tried to say that they want to come after him now after he changed his life, after he converted to Islam and all that. But it's like, yo, champ, he was doing this shit before that. The music is what got your son all indicted. It wasn't no other shit but his music. He was putting everything on his music that he was actually, allegedly, that the homies was doing in them streets. Everybody know this shit. The music he was spitting, he was putting like they connected that with the street activity that's going on in real life. And for them to do that, they have to have an informant. That part. So who's this still? We still don't even know who the goddamn informant is. Everybody's assuming it's OTF Jam. But we really don't know if it's OTF Jam or not. Because if y'all sit back and wait, yo, we still haven't got no paperwork, right? I mean, straight up paperwork of OTF Jam name and everything saying that, yeah, I want to wire this and that and the third. We still haven't really got that yet. So we really don't even know who the goddamn informant is, to be honest. All right, say it's on. I said ATF. OTF, pardon me. OTF jam. Say if it's really OTF jam, I guarantee you this is the second person involved in that informant type of situation that they got these niggas switching up on Durk. OTF jam ain't the only nigga. I guarantee you. There's gonna be a nigga that's gonna just pop out the Woolworth, nigga. Boop. Oh yeah, you know I was working with the feds for a while, and all of a sudden we're gonna be surprised who that nigga is. That's what's gonna happen in this situation. Let's get to the part though with little Durk father talking about, you know, his little Durk got a couple of people converting to Islam and all this, that, and the third, man. Let's get to that.
Lil Durk's dad on being offered a deal to snitch on Larry Hoover.
Definitely, he definitely that building. He was telling me that, you know, when he came in, there was like 4 Muslims on the block. Mm-hmm. He said now it's 17 Muslims on the block. So he in there,
people are converting.
Converting, you know. Got you. Yeah. So that's a good thing. So he in there, you know, keeping it going, keeping the work going, you know.
I sit back, I'll wait. What y'all find crazy with that situation, what he just said? Let's go back one more time. So y'all won't think I'm bugged out on this. I want y'all to realize what he said at the end. What word that he used that he shouldn't have used. Y'all got to remind yourself, we live in a country that they don't really 100% accept that type, you know, that religion. I sit back, I'll wait. Am I lying here? Ever since when? 9/11, right? Am I lying here? And even listen, we live in a spot where they don't really accept that shit. Let's say it that way. We live in a spot where they don't really accept that shit too many places and not too many places. It's heavy, pause, it's all over, but we already know the outsiders don't really accept that shit, that part. So when you use a word like, yeah, you know, he putting the work, he's still putting the work in. That word right there, work and all that, nigga, that's a word that you absolutely supposed to not use. When he's in a federally situation. They like to use that religion that he in on some gang shit also. We done seen this shit happen plenty of times with these rappers. Oh, they switched, they converted, and they turned, and they use that as a gang and all. How many times we seen and heard this shit? Now, I'm not making this shit up. Now, we seen this shit and heard this shit with our own eyes and watched documentaries where they use, come on, they try to say Rollo goddamn crew and all that shit. And Rollo, he Aki, he Muslim. They trying to say his shit is a gang down there. Now y'all get what I'm saying now? Didn't Rollo told y'all that shit? When they locked them up and all that, they was like, yeah, we consider y'all a gang, Muslim gang and all this. Rollo's been spoke about that shit. So what make y'all think they ain't gonna look at Big Durk? And it's because of the history. Big Durk is an OGD. Much respect out there. Little Durk is a BD. With a murder to hire goddamn case that he's involved in right now. And you're going to use that type of language? Let's go back one more time so I can refresh our mind right quick.
Definitely, he definitely that building. He was telling me that, you know, when he came in, there was like 4 Muslims on the block. Mm-hmm. He said now it's 17 Muslims on the block. So he in there,
people are converting.
Converting, you know.
Got you.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. So he in there, you know, keeping it going, keeping the work going, you know.
You shouldn't say keeping the work going. You should say he's in there doing good things. He's putting a good faith in there. He's giving people a good, you know what I mean? A good vision. A good vision for them to get out their little demons that they was involved in. Now they got it down there in a better vision. When you say he's still putting the work in, man, they use, man, listen, and it ain't just me. I'm speaking on how these federales and people think. They think Big Durk got home too soon, that part. What are we talking about here? Them federales ain't happy Big Durk home. Big Durk was moving mad work out there in Chicago. What are we talking about here? Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't, it's certain words you just can't use, man. They will use that word and twist that shit on you in court. They will use that word, work and all this. Oh, what type of work he putting in? He's putting together a new crew, a new gang in there. That part, that's exactly what I'm trying to explain to y'all people right now. 13 people converted. 13 people joined a goddamn Muslim gang with Lil Durk. That's the type of thinking that they do, not us. We know that's a religion. We know that's something that'll actually change a brother's life and put him in the right path sometime. It depends if he go for the right cause or he going for the wrong goddamn cause. That part. But them people in the back end, oh nah, 13 people converted. Oh, what they doing? They trying to do. He trying to organize a little gang in there. That's how they think in there. And then when you put the work in, oh yeah, you know, he's still putting in the work. That's like what, nigga? Like, come on, Big Durk. You know not to use them type of language. You know not to use them type of words right there. I'm just saying this out of my opinion. Some other people might not find this like, oh, nah, Smoke, you reach a little bit. No, I'm not. It's certain things that them people in the back and in court, they would twist that shit and use against you when you go to trial. Or they'll try to throw that shit in the air so the jury can hear it and all that. Yeah, 13 people converted to him. I don't know what that is, a Muslim gang or something? That's the type of shit they'll talk. You don't need that right there, right now. You should have just said, yeah, you know, he connected with some other brothers in there. That's it. You ain't got to let the people know, oh, yeah, we got 13 more brothers converted to Islam and this. They might look at y'all niggas, what the hell y'all doing in the streets? They probably got an eye on you and all your brothers out there. Because this is once upon a time, this is a thing that they always say. Once a kingpin, always try to get a taste of that lifestyle when he come home. I sit back, I wait. Do I got to repeat myself again? When a kingpin like a Big Durk, the way he was moving work, Big Durk was once upon a time considered a kingpin in Chicago. Go do your research. Him and his team was moving a lot of work. This is the thing that they always say. When they come home a little early off their bed, sometimes they get a little thirsty. They still want a little taste of that old lifestyle that they had. Sometimes they might think they got one more run for it. And they're going to cut that run short and then go back to what they was doing before. You think them feds don't think like that? You think them feds ain't sitting back and like looking at Big Durk, oh, okay, we know you converted and all that, but what you doing in the back end of that shit? Oh, we're going to keep an eye on you on that. Because we know once upon a time you was real heavy in these streets of Chicago. Come on, y'all. Big Durk, man. Shout out to you, but sometimes you got to use different words. You can't use them type of words, man. Let's continue, though, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Shares and encourage.
Lil Durk's dad on being offered a deal to snitch on Larry Hoover.
Actually, I was on my way to go to a court proceeding. So soon as I was walking up the stairs to go through the doors, the feds was coming out the door and they grabbed me right then and there. Took me to another side door, right out the back behind the building, into a car and shot me down to the federal court building. They put me in this interrogation room and it was a couple of agents in there and they said, listen, don't nobody know that we got you right now. We'll put you back on 26 if you give us Larry Hoover. I said, what? I said, you give us Larry Hoover, we'll put you back on 26 and you'll work for us. I went in my pocket, pulled out the card to my lawyer, slid it on the table, and said, call my lawyer.
Shout out to Big Durk, man. They ain't snitch on Larry Hoover, did his time, did 26, came home. But see, it's a different type of lifestyle that your son involved. Your son case is murder to hire. It's a little different now. Totally different. And the situation he's involved in, you know, he's trying to get the bail and everything. Let's get to this part right here. They're going to a point where they're trying to get so much. They're trying to get a bail for Lil Durk, man. The Lil Durk legal team offers $900K in real estate, $1 million from Alimony Records, $150K from an associate, plus 24/7 security, no monitor to secure the bail. I mean, 24/7 security and no monitor to secure the bail. This is how much they're trying to get Lil Durk home right now. This is the new foul motion that they push with the lawyers that Durk got. But see, like I go back and say, Big Durk was in a different situation that Little Durk involved in. Little Durk is involved in a murder to hire. You was involved in some kingpin shit. You was moving a lot of work. You was getting to the bag. You was a street legend. You was different. See, your son is more of a rap legend. Totally different. Totally different. See, you played your own path. You controlled your own destiny. You controlled your own, way to jail, get go free car or no go free car. You controlled yourself in that situation. Let me pedal back a little bit and let these people understand what I'm trying to say here. Big Durk controlled his own situation when he got jammed up. They came to him and said, listen, nigga, we'll send you home right now. You just heard Big Durk. We'll send you home right now if you work with us and give us Larry Hoover. You heard what Big Durk said. See, he looked at them niggas like they was crazy. Nigga pulled out, now call my lawyer. Ain't give him shit. Went inside, did 26 something years. Came home now, a couple years ago. He controlled his own destiny though. Little Durk shit, he can't control his own destiny because you got a murder to hire, nigga. You got niggas that, all them 5 niggas that's locked up from OTF, nigga, 3 out of the 5, nigga, can end up being informants and take the stand and snitch on Durk. He ain't got no control of what it, he don't have no control of this whole situation, no control of this destination. He ain't got control of none of this shit unless Little Durk gives some type of information that we don't know and the feds know. Or there's some type of information to get to the feds that the feds actually needed, and it's been an open case for years. Durk don't got no control of his destination on this case. You got co-defendants that you actually hire, allegedly, to go put the work in. And them same co-defendants can end up turning their back on you, taking a stand, and get your ass out of here. Have you end up doing 15, 20 years, probably or more. You don't really got no control of your destination because the feds not coming to Durk for no, yo, we'll send you out on the streets if you could give us this, that, and the third. There's nobody out there to get. Now, say King Von was alive. Say King Von was alive. Say King Von was home. We all know King Von was going to end up going there if he was still alive, allegedly. But I'm just putting this in a plot twist right quick. Say King Von was alive and the feds wanted this nigga sold out so bad. Durk get jammed up for the same situation that he's going through right now, but the difference is that King Von's alive. Durk end up coming home. Now, we can look at that type of story like, oh, damn, the feds, how the fuck Durk come off that situation? That's because the feds probably told him, we want King Von, not you. But see, when you ain't got nobody around you that they actually want no more, and the only person they looking at is you, Little Durk, you ain't got no control of your own destination right now. You really got to talk to your homies and make sure them niggas stay 10 toes down and don't send your ass end up doing 20 years or better. Because of the type of case you involved in. Murder to hire. You was the one that gave them niggas to go put the work in. You was the one that say, go put the work in. Now, I know some people gonna say, nah, man, them niggas gonna stay 10 toes down. They gonna stay solid. I hope so. I'm being honest. I hope all them niggas stay solid for Lil Durk. But y'all gotta think about it, man. Them niggas got family and kids too. And now all them niggas grew up with Little Durk since the sandbox. That part. Am I lying, Chicago? The niggas that's locked up with him, not all them niggas grew up with Lil Durk and from the sandbox. All them niggas ain't grew up with that nigga. They know of him like Durk know of them. It's a difference, man.
Oh, Duck even died. I had a meeting with Big Durk, Sean. And I sat down with this man and I say, what can we do to stop the violence and promote peace and show these babies I'm doing this? I got my heavies with me. They made this possible for me to sit across from this man and talk to him. This was before Duck died. This was like a year before Duck died. His response was, he's just coming home, which is understandable. He don't want to be telling him some. And I quote, you need to reach his mama. He listened to his mama. I have extended but I'm looking like the mad, jealous, bitter mother.
Was this at like a city council meeting or something like that or what?
What, when I had the meeting with Big Durk?
Yeah.
No. I went to his place of employment and we sat down in a conference room and talked.
Damn.
And I asked him, because I knew my son listened to me.
Yeah.
His daddy ain't been there 26 years neither. But the fact that his daddy finally got released a week after he was killed, he had to come home to bury his son for being locked up since he was 17 years because he was wrongly convicted as a kid. because of these dirty ass Chicago polices. Before
It's nasty work out here, man. Nasty work. You see, the thing is, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Do me that favor. It ain't gonna hurt you or cost you. Smash the like button, champs. The difference is, the thing is, like, with Little Durk. And it's sad, bro, because they could have stopped this shit a long time ago, man. I mean, they could have, hold on, let me play this one clip on with Mama Duck also talking about this. Let's get the Mama Duck one more time. It's another clip where she's talking about this situation. And it's sad because she right. In this clip, they're gonna play a part where King Von is at the sitting down with Wallow and Gilly, right? And I remember this part when Wallow asked him, yo, what did it take for y'all youngins out there in Chicago to end that shit, for you to stop the beef with your ops, man? King Von straight up said, nigga, it's gonna take dead or in jail or a nigga be lucky. And he said that according to all his ops, from the 63rd niggas to everybody, man. So if he had that mentality, what would make you think Durk probably ain't had the same mentality also, with all the deaths that was going around his circle? But see, Big Durk couldn't really say too much when you got a father in jail doing that did 26 years, that was in jail day in his whole life when Lil Durk was a kid all the way till he came home, man. You can't tell your son what to do when he's the provider of the family. He's the one who got his family in the mansions and driving nice cars, and got Mama Durk over there driving the nice cars and everything. Everybody living that glamorous lifestyle. So you really can't talk to a brother like that. You really can't tell him too much. The only thing he's gonna listen. But I feel like the only nigga he actually listened to probably was D-Thing. Once D-Thing dropped, nigga, rest in peace to his brother. Once D-Thing got his own got knocked off, whatever. That's when Little Durk just went berserk, man. He ain't want to listen to nobody probably. He probably like, man, I'm gonna knock off everybody that's around. Anybody that's my op, I'm knocking them niggas off. Allegedly.
Because when his daddy got out of jail, he should have got all the motherfuckers away from his motherfucking son. Yeah. Now, I'm speaking as a mother.
You right.
I went to that man personally and talked to him, AK, before
damn Dirt Daddy.
Duck died, before Von died, before D-Thing died. And I went and talked to that man.
Who, Dirt Dad?
And I begged him, can you get your son? Because I could get mine. As long as Von was alive, Durk wasn't gonna push shit. He said it out his own mouth, it ain't no motherfucking end of the war till you're dead or in jail. And look what happened.
How y'all stop that?
It don't stop until everybody, all the people that playing the game is gone. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's the last man standing. It's either you're gonna be in jail, you're gonna die, or you getting lucky around this bitch.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
That's real, but it ain't real, man. It ain't. Because not for nothing, man, like, and I understand people gonna say, nah, man, them young niggas ain't trying to hear them OGs and all this, but it takes a lot. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to them OG niggas to have them little niggas sit down, bro. And you ain't got to get these little niggas together, but you got to sit them niggas down among themselves. And y'all got to really talk to these niggas, because look what happened to King Von now, look what happened to Lil Durk. That whole 63rd and all that old block shit, man, niggas got wiped out, man. Them little niggas ain't even get the chance to live to see 21, 25, none of that shit. Am I lying here? It's a sad story. When you think about that Chicago shit, you think about all this Little Durk and all these niggas beefing, old block 63rd, Land Rhyme, all this shit, 600, all them shits we've been watching for years. It's sad how many of them little niggas got knocked off in a young age. They didn't even get a chance to live their life, man. They didn't even get a chance to make no kids out here. They didn't even get a chance to leave something on this world, nigga, for the next generation to remind them, like, yo, I remember your dad, it's this, that, I remember your mom, I remember your mom, or this. Man, people got knocked off early age because of the music they was doing. And I'm always gonna blame this shit, bro. And the drugs they was taking at that time. Some of them might have not been on some pills and all this, whatever drugs they was taking at that moment, at that time. They used to have them little niggas tweaking. But sometimes it do be the drugs that have these little niggas tweaking, man, listening to music also. You mix that up, now, man, we jumping in the car. Let's go spin on these niggas. That part. That always happen in every community that we live in. And you ain't gonna sit here and tell me you sober as hell, nigga, and you waking up every day knocking niggas off just for the hell of it. Nah. There's only a one in a few of them type of niggas in your crew. When you got everybody doing that shit, nah, nigga, the last 7 or 8 of them niggas high off of something, man. Because when they get locked up the next day, them niggas don't even realize what the hell they did sometimes. Now they gotta soak it in, nigga, and be like, damn, yo, I remember, but I don't remember, like, that part. It's a sad moment out there in Chicago with that 63rd old block and all that. A lot of them little youngins and YNs and all that didn't get a chance to live their life and none of that. They die before their mom or their dad and their grandpa and all. Come on, man. If you die before your grandpa and your grandmom and mom, and that shit is sad. That's a sad moment. A lot of them kids died and their grandmother and grandpa was still living. That part. Am I lying? Come on, man. Sad out there in Chicago. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Sometimes they don't take the street OGs, but sometimes it takes the rap stars, the superstars of Chicago to try to bring that piece together. Because a lot of them YNs, them young people, man, they look up, they don't care about the OGs that's on the block that they had that name 20 years ago. They looking at the Chief Keef, the Little Durks, the King Vons. They looking at them type of niggas. They're looking at the niggas now, man. They ain't looking at the past. So what I'm trying to say is them type of niggas, the G Herbos and all the stars from Chicago, man, those was them type of niggas that supposed to bring that piece together. Not no J Main by himself. J Main can't do that shit. You got to bring the niggas that they crew that was out there in them streets putting in that work. And the reason why I named them niggas because they the head honchos of them crews. They the money machine. They the niggas. They the ones that got their crews and designers and all that. So what y'all say is gonna go, champ. If King Von tell old block niggas, man, we done beefing with 63rd niggas. If I hear any one of y'all niggas I'm go spinning around that block, nigga, y'all niggas gonna get violated. Them niggas would have listened, bro. Because they already knew what type of time King Von was on. And he's the money machine. What we talking about here? Come on, man. It takes the superstars of them hoods to try at least to stop that killing going on in them neighborhoods, man. Because those are the young people that they actually looking up to and listening to their music. They ain't listening to no OG story that happened 20, 30 goddamn years ago. They ain't in tune with that shit no more. Free Little Durk though, man. We see what happened with the situation though. I'm being honest. We'll see what happened, man. So shout out to Big Durk, Free Little Durk. Rest in peace, King Von. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. Rest in peace to FBG Cash. Rest in peace to, all them niggas from both sides. Hopefully that should have stopped soon, know what I mean? See what happens. But the way it is, it still continue out there in Chicago, know what I mean? It's just this time we ain't hearing it from 63rd and Old Block and all that. It's coming from other little crews out there in Chicago that's coming in the rap game right now. That's coming out of Chicago. So y'all already know, man. Give me y'all smoke. Give me y'all opinion, man. Let me know how y'all feel about the situation with Little Durk, Big Durk going on the Breakfast Club. Is Little Durk actually got a chance to come on? With the new foul motion they putting in. They're trying to say the YouTubers and the edit and all this. They're trying to put that shit in. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Y'all can't use YouTubers and social media platforms and try to bring that to a case. That shit is crazy. But see, they talk about people like Trap Lord Ross. If anybody watch Trap Lord Ross, the dude from UK, who do the 3 hours documentaries and shit, those are the type of people they talking about right there. Trap Lord, what was it? Trap Lord Ross, whatever his name is. That white kid from UK. He got great content, but he more of a put together all types of shit. He put your whole life together. Them feds love that type of shit. I'm out of here, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Till then, Free Little Durk, man. I'm out of here. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Salute, gang. I'm out.